It was December 20th, 2013. I had just gotten back my grades for my finals from that previous semester. That day, 2 classes came back D+. Physics and digital circuits. That was a really crappy day for a couple different reasons. Because one, began a set of decisions that spiraled out that have led me to where I am today. But ultimately what happened on December 20th, 2013 is I made the choice to quit. It was this day that I looked into my life and said, you know what? This just isn't working. Now, as I look back and as I have been telling this story often, it's not a moment I glaze over, but I don't think I fully valued what happened on December 20th, 2013. Because on December 20th, 2013, I realized I'm out. This just is not working. My thought process was, I've been trying at this road. It wasn't working. I've been throwing everything I can at this, working a full-time job, raising my daughter, being married, everything that comes with life. And I was just like, I'm out. I got to figure something out. Now, in my head, I told myself I paused, but I never came back. So the reality is I quit. I quit on myself. And what I've realized recently after a conversation with a coach of mine, he helped me realize that, Ben, you just don't fucking quit. When I look at everything that you've done, you just keep going. And it really hit me square in the chest because that's exactly what I did on December 20th, 2013. And since that day, I've been on a mission to never quit and figure out how can I develop a life, a mindset, and a way of living that helps me understand not quitting. Rewind a little bit. In the Marine Corps, quitting was something that I did regularly when I was in running. I would always fall out of formation. I've told some of those stories on the podcast of how those limiting beliefs really fundamentally changed me to think like I'm just not good and I'm always going to give up. Giving up is the same as quitting, but it sounds easier saying giving up. Giving up kind of just means, you know what? I'm done trying. I quit is a finality that we try to avoid. Saying it out loud hurts. Acknowledging it, like I'm doing right now, sucks. What I didn't realize, looking back, is I did not have a community of people to lean on that could help me find a plan B. Because the reality is the warning lights on the dash were going off, but I was going too fast and running from life instead of intentionally building it. I didn't have a wide view of how big the world really was. I did not have a vision for my life, just a story that this piece of paper would solve all my problems if I had a bachelor's degree. How many times do we get into tough spots and instead of figuring it out, we just quit? How many times do we just quit and dress it up with, I'm giving up. I'm going to try something different. But in the reality is, it's quitting. Now, there's a difference between quitting and pivoting. What I did was quit. And since then, been trying to figure out how to unquit my mindset. Pivoting is understanding that this isn't working. I'm going to do something different. Quitting is I'm done. It's final. This road is over. And that's what I did for myself then. I did the exact opposite of what every Marine did before me that laid down their life. I have been working to try to figure out what it truly means to be a United States Marine since December 20th, 2013. I have been working to figure out what it truly means to be an intentional father and husband, one that does not quit but keeps finding solutions to the obstacles he faces. What I failed to do in that moment was ask for help. I was reminded of this over the past few weeks that the key ingredient missing that lets us quit is that we suck at asking for help. How many people are no longer with us today because we sucked at asking for help? This never quit aspect of my journey made me to who I am today, and I have an immense gratitude for this life that this has uncovered within me since 2014. Even if it was hard, because it's those hard roads in life that shape us. The question before you is, are you going to be like me and quit and not ask for help? Have you been listening to this podcast, intentionally listening, implementing, and maybe still not getting it right, but too afraid to ask for help? I am here. I am a fellow student who has devoted his life since 2014 to learn and never quit on myself when life gets hard. This never quit mindset has been underneath my story this entire time, and I'm just beginning to peel it back. You're going to hear me talk about quitting more and more. You're going to hear more and more stories where I did quit, where this pattern showed up over and over, and how it's up to me to teach myself the mindset of not being a quitter. So if this is you, if you are out there not asking for help to the solutions that keep you up at night, that prevent you from living life with intentionality as a person, a father, and a husband, reach out and ask for help. Head on over to bencloy.com. I am here. Reach me out on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. I'm everywhere on the social media networks. Find me and ask for help. Don't be a quitter, because this ingredient is the one ingredient missing that lets a dad convince himself he's ready to take his own life. It is one of the most saddest things that I have to read or hear about is when I hear a dad take his own life because he quit. Because he said, I'm out. These solutions are inescapable and I can't find them. I'm not capable of asking for help. Bullshit. Reach out for help. Ask me any question. Again, bencloy.com. I'll even give you my number, 815-262-9662. Message me the word dad, podcast. Let me know it's you, and let's have a conversation. Guys, this is too important. Don't be a quitter like me. Learn from someone who's devoted his entire life for the last 7 years to figuring this stuff out. I don't have everything figured out, but I have figured out a few things related to intentionality, not quitting, and lighting your soul on fire to create a life of purpose on purpose. And I'll be back with you guys tomorrow.